Hello, this is Josh Arnett for Math and Science Strategies. This is my number 3 activity, activity 1611, line them up. And for this activity, I am integrating the science standard for defining and coming up with solutions to like an engineering problem. And then for my other content area, I'm integrating social studies, specifically looking at how geography affects settlement patterns. So, the activity is to get, the math activity is to get decimal numbers. As you can see, I have 5 decimal numbers, and the students need to put them in the correct order. So, for example, 3.9 is smaller, or is bigger than 3.19, so you swap those around, and that one is still smaller than 3.33. Continuing until you have them all in the correct order. Now, you'll notice that I have these labeled as Cone Bakery, Smith Ranch, and so on. The story part of this problem is that there's a small town next to a river, and they want to build a bridge to help people cross the river so that they can settle on the other side of the river and still be able to easily trade and do that sort of thing. In my class, we've talked about the importance of trade and means of transportation affecting how people decide where to settle. And so this town has identified 5 locations where they might want to build a bridge. They're looking for the shortest river crossing because that will take fewer time, fewer materials, fewer resources. And so the problem that they're trying to solve is where should the town build the bridge. Now this is reflected on my worksheet on my activity sheet, where they will list these different locations, identify the shortest distance and the longest distance, and explain where they would build the bridge and why. Now, this also ties into the science standards because this is a real-world engineering problem, and of course, we're not getting into all the details of engineering. There are obviously many more factors in choosing where to put a bridge than just how wide is the river. There's current, traffic patterns, river depth, but we're not going to get into all that. We're just going to identify the one factor and see where it goes. The assessment for this will be the activity sheet to see if they put them in the correct order. Yeah, so that is my activity.